Welcome to the best comedy of the summer.
Hey, Elijah. Sorry, I was looking at something on the screen there. There were so many people here that like I had to go look at another screen real quick. So I was like, "Fuck, let me go look at this." You know, I didn't want the crowd of people to fucking, you know how it is around here. Oh man, I know, man. I wish I could get the next one. Oh, there it is. It finally fucking okay. Hold on. Maybe I can get to where I was. Hold on. Okay, mute it. All right, play it. I did pick out some good stuff tonight. Not a lot of stuff, but some good stuff. Cheesecake Factory was annoying. I just couldn't believe that shit. I've already taken like 2 gummies off camera, just so we're clear here. But they're like the low grade ones. I think I might throw a fucking mushroom on top of it here. Now it's doing it again. Damn. Oh well. Yeah, lately I've been starting at like 550 and just going from there. Why are these so hard all of a sudden? Is it all of them or just some of them? See, that one's soft. Giggity. So where did I go with this soft one? The beginning. No, none of it is fucking catchy. How was the party last night, Erica? If you're still here, considering how people use me as a fucking revolving door. Okay, all right, that was a great story. Fucking for real. Come on, man. Where did we get to? 13, 14? The game show one, I was like, oh, that one, like, I kind of wanted to tap out a little bit. I was like, oh, I don't think I can. It was fun. Good. That's good. I am not 21. We didn't get drunk. We had pizza, play games, and sang karaoke. What'd y'all play? Did y'all play a little fucking Simon Says or a little fucking Hide the Sausage? What'd y'all play? Who's in my mouth? What you mean? Oh yeah, so speaking of new game. So when I was at Borders today and almost died, rate my friends. Now, apparently the way you actually play this game is that it's kind of like where on the scale. Okay? So, for instance, I would write down where I would rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10 of awkward and flirty, right? This is the actual game, just so we're clear. And then everybody else would guess what they thought I'd said. Then we combine the numbers, and that's like your score. So, like, if I say like fucking 7 and fucking 7 and 14, you know what I mean? But I figured for our version, we do it just like where on the scale. So like, all right, I'll draw like fucking like flirty, okay, and then I'll write down like where I think I am 1 to 10 flirty. All right, and then y'all get and see if we can match it. You know, it costs $20 at Border, so I went ahead and got it. Sorry, I was. All right, I guess nobody else liked that idea. All right, so I wasted $20. Cool. But say there's a receipt in the bag, then I can take this shit back. Yeah, let me see if it's in there. Fuck, I think it's upstairs. Shit. The bag. Oh, well. I'll look for it later. All right, well, I thought it would be fun, but no one gave a shit. All right. Good thing I didn't open it. It sounds cool. What the fuck? What are you on a 9-minute delay? I was peeing. Oh. Well, Erica was like, nah, not for me, fam. I did forget to grab like a box set, but yeah. Hey, Diana. No, strangely, no. Like I went and saw Jackass this morning, which it was exactly what I thought it was. It was basically like a best of in movie form, but it did have some new stuff in there too. And the new stuff was pretty. Plus, it was pretty cool. They showed like a bit from the last movie that originally included Bam that they took out, and they showed that with the Bam version. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, it was. I think I wish they could have did more newer stuff, but I understand why they couldn't. You know. But anyway, I thought it was fine. The 2 and 3 are still my favorite. Then I was like, fuck it, Barnes and Noble is down the road here. I'm going to go to Barnes and Noble. So yeah, if you're listening, so Diana and I guess maybe Erica, I don't know. This is what happened to me today. So I go to Barnes and Noble because I've been waiting all year for their next Criterion sale so I could buy some Criterions. I was like, I'm gonna put them on my credit card. Now I'll show you guys what I got tonight. So I walk in, everything's fine. Right. I stop at the board games at first and I'm looking and I was just I find that game at first, the Rate My Friends, and I was like, you know what? I'll take another look at that when I fucking come out. Because like the media and CDs and shit's like in the back of the store. I walk into the media section, which fucking right there, front and center, they put the first Hannah Montana soundtrack on vinyl, which I was just like, get the fuck out of here, really? But I was like, $31. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck, you know. Anyway, so I looked at all the Criterions. Hey, I'm packing some more, so I'm in and out listening. All right, everybody's gonna be listening, so a game is out of the question today. I get that. So all right, good. Y'all can hear what happened to me at Borders today. So after I get done grabbing my fucking Criterions, I'm like, let me go look at that game again and see if I just want to add that to my credit card as well. So I go out, I look at the game, and it looks like this looks like a cavalcade of fun. Oh, did I say Borders? My bad. Barnes and Noble. I'm sorry, Barnes and Noble. You know, um, I'm at Barnes and Noble. So I pick up the game. I add it to like my little stack that I got here. And lately, I've been doing some crossword, but like actual crossword puzzles, like not on my phone. Like I've been getting crossword puzzle books and fucking. But some of the clues that they give, I don't know if it's if I'm just fucking retarded, you know. Which I kind of want to watch a game show with you guys because like I watched it last night and I was high and I'm just like either A, I'm too high for this fucking game show, or B, this game show makes no damn sense. You know, so I was like, I kind of want to watch it with the fucking group and see what they think. Make sure I'm not nuts, but whatever. Anyway, I'm looking at the crossword puzzles and like, I'm not trying to be gross when I say this, but all of a sudden I feel the urge to take a shit. You know, you feel that fucking, but it's like real, like it's like a real gut punch. Like that feeling, like we need to go now. You know that feeling. So I was trying to hold it at first, like, because like I wanted to see if there was any good crossword puzzles. And finally, I was just like, all right, I gotta go. I gotta go. So close the crossword puzzle book, and I start walking towards the front, and I see a lady getting done with her transaction. I was like, okay, thank God, this will be quick. There was another lady with her. They're doing separate transactions. Oh, hi, and what can I get for you? So like I'm literally standing at the like the next person in line area. And again, that feeling, it's like all in here, it's like tight and everything. And like now I'm feeling like a little lightheaded. I was like, man, this is a hell of a shit I gotta take, man. Then like this area kind of feels like, I wouldn't say it went numb. That's not really the word I want to use, but like kind of like just shut off. You know, I was just like, oh. I was like, I'm about to probably shit my pants or throw up because I was getting that like throw up feeling. I was like, I'm either about to shit my pants or throw up in the middle of Barnes and Noble, you know? Um, so anyway, that girl gets done, and the guy looks at me and he's like, yes, can I help you? And I shuffle over. That's the best word I could probably do it. Maybe high blood pressure. I took my medicine and everything, and I usually don't have high blood pressure, you know. So I don't know. So anyway, I go over to the guy's like, "How are you today?" And I'm literally like, "Not well," because like I don't know what's wrong at this point. Like just like 2.5 minutes earlier, I was okay. Like, oh, let me go look at the crossword puzzle. Now I'm like, I'm not well. So he scans all my stuff. I literally like I slide out my credit card. And thank God it's tapped. So I tap it, you know, put it back in, and puts all my stuff in a bag. And I was still very polite and everything. I was just like, thank you. And like, I grabbed the bag and I'm walking towards the door. And again, I'm feeling like one of the ends is going to go. I was like, I'm about to either shit or throw up all over Barnes and Noble. So like, I get out the one set of doors, right? And there's another door. And you know, it's like a push bar, you know? And like now I'm like lightheaded. I'm seeing spots. And I was just like, and like I didn't want to cause like a scene or anything. I didn't want like homeboy at the register to see me. So like I took like every little bit of energy I had at that time, pushed myself through the door, and like right to the right of the door, there's like a little fucking like, you know, area and shit. It's like I finally like just almost threw myself down. Like if I would have gave it my all, I probably would have passed out, really. But like I was like trying to like not fall down and break any fucking limbs or anything. And then once I sat down, you know, I sat down, just kind of like put my head down for a minute, just like breathe, you know, and I was like checking my arm, you know, I was trying to get it like a deep breath. I was making sure I wasn't having a fucking heart attack, is what I was making sure I was doing. You know, I was like, take a deep breath. You know, I was still able to get a deep breath and everything. My arm wasn't hurting and everything. And just, oh man, it was fucked up. I sat there for a good like 10 minutes. before and I finally was just like, all right, let me go to my car and fucking get home, you know? I felt like that after eating something that didn't sit with me well. The only thing I had was I had a Wonder Bread banana cake. That was it. But that was like 2 hours before. And then let's just say the amount that came out of me when I did get home, I don't think would constitute that. And I had that new energy drink could have did something. Maybe that's what, because I did try a new energy drink today called 2 Up. And it was good. It was a very good energy drink, but maybe that's what did something. I don't know. I just know that I felt like I was dying for a half a second. I mean, it would have been that just without me grabbing a trash can and sitting on top of it. It just would not have been. I mean, I was right by the entrance door when I was like, fuck, this is it. It's either gonna be my ass or I'm throwing up, which I would have preferred to have thrown up. I think if we all have that decision, if we could throw up or shit our pants in public, I think we're all gonna pick throw up. So I'm like, man, if it's one of them, please throw up. But then I started feeling dizzy or lightheaded, and then I was seeing spots. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna pass out and shit my pants. I was like, great. I've had to take an emergency shit before at Sally's Beauty because of food poisoning. No, I picked shit over throat. Really? That is an interesting take. I believe that is what the kids call today a hot take. I mean, I don't like throwing up too, but I'm just saying, if it was between shitting my pants in public or throwing up in public, I would much rather throw up in public rather than shit my pants. Throwing up comes out of my mouth and nose, and I can't breathe. I'm just saying, for a public situation, I get why you don't like throwing up. I get it, but I'm just saying, I think in a public situation, if you gave me the fucking choice, I'm gonna throw up. If you want to shit your pants in public, then fucking. I looked around. I had my stuff, and as I was standing in that line at one point, I was just like, "Where's the bathroom?" I'm looking around for it. I looked to my left, which was the coffee shop. So I look over at the coffee shop. I didn't see any restroom or anything like that. Then I look in the far back corner because that's usually where they put them fuckers, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, far left corner or right corner. I'm sorry. The way I'm standing, I'm looking to my fucking left, so it'd technically be the right corner. So I look to my left, their right, and I look at the coffee shop. I don't see a restroom. Then I look to the far right, and I'm like, man, fuck, I don't see anything either. And then I look at the far left corner, I still don't see it. And I was just like, that I gotta get the hell out of here. You know? Don't get me wrong, I thought about it. I was just like, okay, let me put my shit down. Well, no pun intended. Let me put my stuff down. 2 up, more like man down. And plus, Cedar Rapids is not a fucking huge fucking city. People still recognize me from fucking High B around here. You know, like, oh, you used to work at IV. I'm like, yeah. So, like, if I go to Barnes and Noble and I shit my fucking pants and pass out on top of all that, yeah, I might as well just become a hermit at that point, because I'm probably gonna get noticed by somebody from that. You know, plus, you know, I work in a very public place. Like, somebody's gonna come in to get a sandwich one day. Like, yeah, can I get a meaty? Hey, it's you. You know, so throwing up, like, fuck, you can come back from that. You know, like, oh, I saw you throw up at Barnes and Noble, man. I was sick as hell that day, man. Let me tell you, you know, you can come back from that one. You can't come back from you can't come back from shitting your pants and passing out. I mean, there's a lot of people here, but it's one of those things where, like, there's a lot of people, but it feels small. You know what I'm saying? Hey Siri, what's the population of Cedar Rapids? 137,710. I mean, small can, you know, considered compared to like places like Texas or Houston, I should say. Yeah. Like when I was working at pizza, people would come in and pick up their pizza, and they were just like, "Oh, didn't you used to work at Hy-Vee?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, sure did." Oh, what was your karaoke songs last night? I'm so mad I took all these dresses I didn't get to wear. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, you know? You sang Creed. You either did Higher or I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking that one. You did Higher. I was right. Oh, yours is on your fucking story. All right, let's see here. This is a lot of work. You could have just told me, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Ah, Carly Rae Jepsen. I wouldn't have guessed that one. Oh, y'all did a duet. Was it Islands in the Sun? That is what we are. Coming from afar, reaching from the run away with me to another place. We can rely on each other. Sorry. No, you too. You probably did fucking. Don't go breaking my heart. I wouldn't if I could. Yeah. No, y'all did Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyonce. Oh, okay. I'm sitting here thinking of like fucking duet songs all the time. Erica's like, he'll figure it out. He's good. Let him keep going. Jax is like, I'm putting an end to this shit. Wait a minute, how small is your? Oh, sorry. I saw the how small is your like TOEN just randomly sitting there. I was like, wait, did I answer that? What the fuck does that mean? Then I saw the town. Then I remembered what we were talking about with that. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember. You know, Carly J. Repson, Carly Rae Jepsen. Fuck, there's her name. Nobody else is saying anything. I guess I'll try and make up something. You know, Carly Rae Jepsen. You know, she actually had another song. The video was kind of popular, but the song never made it popular, and it was called "I Really Like You." I kind of like that better than "Call Me Maybe." It just never really caught on. The full strawberry moon in Capricorn and Mercury retrograde. I really wish I could understand what Mercury. I feel like whenever something goes wrong, they're like, "Oh, because Mercury's in retrograde." I'm like, it's every fuck day. Gatorade. Look, I mean, I know the words Mercury retrograde, but I mean, I know I could just look it up, but I really just don't really care to. But what the fuck really is like? Okay, Mercury's in retrograde. Like, fucking, don't drink river water. Like, you know, like what the fuck is it and shit? You know? Hey, Taylor. Diana hasn't said a fucking word to anybody. You know? She only said hi when she came in. The fucking Taylor drops in. Fucking hi, Taylor. fucking man, we are fucking low on that fucking. It means shit happens and will happen. I mean, okay, I guess if that's the fucking simplified explanation to it, then. How was your birthday, Taylor? Taylor, I was trying to tell you before you left yesterday. I told Death Punch that like if you two came and fucking hung out and shit, we'd play any fucking game you wanted, even ones I hated, which are pretty much all of them. But I was actually down to play 25 words or less last night, even though that game fucking sometimes gives me an aneurysm. Especially playing with fucking Boy Under the Stairs sometimes. I'm like, famous friends meme Ross, and he's just like, yeah, nothing. I'm like, famous friends Ross meme stairs. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, it was Pivot. And then that's when he drops on me. I've never watched Friends. And I'm like, you fucking rat bastard. Gotta put luggage away now. All right. I'll be over there on that board getting passionate about these answers and shit. Like, this has to be it. It was good. I know we just wanted to chill together. I've had a lot of family stuff going on, but thank you for that. Yeah, you're welcome. It was mainly just we tried doing Run the Gauntlet last night. They have a cringe edition. We tried doing that, but then shit happened and stopped working and. Plus, I think Death Punch misses answers on purpose on 25 words or less just to fuck with me. Because I'd be saying shit like, I'm like, I know fucking he's going to get it with this. I'd be like, fucking spaghetti bread. You know, he'd be like, fucking sauce. I'm like, bitch, you know I'm trying to say garlic bread. You know? He either breaks a game or he fucking wants me to fucking like lose my fucking mind. One of the two. There is no happy medium. And lately he's fucking Mr. I'm too good to be here. I sent him a Weird Al music video. It's called "I'm Getting the Feeling You Don't Love Me Anymore." And it's Weird Al singing about like weird fucked up things his girlfriend did, like putting a cobra in his fucking sock drawer or some shit like that. And, you know. Oh, he's all gas, no brakes with it. Well, fucking with the gas prices the way they are, he better think about using some fucking brakes. I mean, like, fuck. People think that's a great little line and shit like that. They're like, I'm all gas with it. I'm like, have you seen fucking gas prices right now? You sure you want to be fucking all gas with it and shit? Elijah probably took his dog out. I was gonna start, because there was people here, but Elijah, the main one that likes the media night, well, I guess I'll wait for him. I think when it's media night, most of y'all just come for fucking moral support. No, I'm sure if I message him and don't get anything back, I'm sure he's asleep. I'm sure he's like walking his dog or some shit. All right, I'll message him. All right, Erica told me to message you. I assume you're fucking walking your dog and shit. I'm down for games now, though. No, fucking you had the chance yesterday. I told you that so you can see if he's busy. Why you involve me? Because you're the one that said message him. I didn't really want to message him. He's writing back. Hold on. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Oh, damn. And you can tell Erica to blow me as well. Well, that's just mean. Huh. Did he really? Did ever? No, no. He said he took a shower. He'll be here in 5. I just wanted to see what your reaction would be. I'm like, damn, what I do? Hey, I hope you had a great weekend. Oh, there's Looser. We haven't seen Looser around here in a while, man. He floats in here, or he or she, I don't know. He or she floating here every now and then, man. Yeah, weekend's been good. Had an extra long weekend and shit, so. Yeah, I was over in the Philippines for a few months. Ah, okay. A few months, my ass. It feels like way longer that you haven't been around here. I don't know. Maybe it has been. I don't know. We're actually starting to get some respectful new people around here, and fucking it's starting to creep me out a little bit. Glad to see you're well. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Paul showed up and fucking. Although he stopped showing up again recently. I don't know. But and that shit show was just a little too nice for me. You know. Do you believe you fucking what was it? You evolved as a creator? I'm like, the fuck. That was the most sophisticated question I've ever been asked on this platform. You know. Like Death Punch will throw out like a nice little fucking question about like the book and shit sometimes, and you know it's a nice little question, but like that question right there, like, do you do the same content or have you evolved as a creator? I'm like, fuck, that was fucked up. Like I said, I may be suspicious of people, but like I said, fucking if you're fucking nice, then like fucking I have no issues, man. You just pop up in the comments and just fucking be rude just to be rude, and like fucking, I ain't got time for it. Okay, I'm back, but I gotta take a bath to wash off the pool. You're covered in fucking chlorine. You're pretty much clean. That's not clean. It's chemicals. It kills shit. It's fucking good enough. You know? Alright, we'll do the criterions last. Let's get the oh, is this my Barnes and Noble receipt? No. No, I want to rinse off the sunscreen and makeup. Ah, you're all oily. I got you. All right, first couple here, just a couple wrestling ones I got. Kevin Owens fight. Picked up that one. And grabbed the best of the King of the Ring. Had some good matches on here. Everything like that, so I grabbed that. If you're a wrestling fan and you haven't seen Ahmed Johnson versus Goldust, I think that's an underrated match. Apparently, people like if you watch Brian Zane is just like it's an alright match. I'm like, what? Did we not watch this? Anyway, all right. So those I won't spend long on the wrestling ones. We have a place here called Video Games, etc. And they sell DVDs, and most of them are $1. And I actually found a couple of them for $1. This was still in the packaging, but they only had full screen. But I haven't been able to come across another one, so I went ahead and got it. I got Lake Placid. If I had a dick right now, this is where I tell you to suck it. Yeah. Which Betty White, Oliver Platt in here. It's okay. I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say Lake Placid's a fucking masterpiece. You know, it's what I would classic. I should do that fucking top 20 list. It's just top 20 rocking good time movies. Betty White in here. Like that was Betty White who said, if I had a dick right now, I'd tell you to suck it. Which it's great. It's just a giant crocodile movie and everything. It's cheesy, but it's a good time. But all they had was full screen. And I'll admit, I used to buy full screen like a motherfucker. You know, like when it came to buying DVDs, I'm like, full screen, baby. Let me get one of them. But then I was just like, fuck, now, you know, where I'm at now. I actually never seen this whole movie, Orphan. But I saw First Kill, and I dug First Kill. I know the ending of this movie. I know the twist and everything like that. So, like, I saw First Kill, and I dug it. So I was like, I don't own Orphan. So for $1, fucking, I'm gonna snag it. Oh yeah, I finally have an actual Tomb Raider and not a fucking rental copy. I gotta find that. So I can get rid of that, give it to Jason or whatever. Oh yeah, here's the fucking Steve Harvey stand-up comedy. Still tripping. Um, it's free on YouTube, but hey, you never know. One day it could not be on YouTube, and like I'd really want to watch it. So for $1, this one I got at the place I go to, Razzle Dazzle. So he has his value then for $1. So that's a good pickup right there. This, I got it mainly so I could listen to the commentary because I want to hear what the fuck was going through Rob Zombie's mind for some of this. Because, like, I don't know, man. Just the way Herman Munster looks to me in this movie, I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't know what this, you know. I remember some of the jokes being funny, but not enough. I did. Fuck if I know, dude. Fuck. I'm just gonna hold this up. Anybody ever seen this? Ultimate Fights. Okay, FlixMix was a company who their first release was basically they put out like the greatest hits of movies essentially. And their first one was Boogeyman, the killer compilation. So they put out like all the best like kill scenes from, or I wouldn't even say kill scenes. Some of them were terrible clips, but they put out like all the best scenes from like Candyman, Nightmare on Elm Street, fucking Phantasm, the fucking obscure movies like the Guardian, and just shit like that. And they put like special features on there, like there was a commentary on each scene by Robert Englund. There was a hidden Easter egg for a scene in Jack Frost 2, whole bunch of stuff, right? They came out with another one, Ultimate Fights, and it's there's again a lot of special features on here and everything. What people don't know is that there was supposed to be a third volume from this company, but they went out of business before they could even do it. It was supposed to be the funniest laughs in movies. So that's why I was curious if anybody's ever heard of FlixMix. All right, now, oh, is this my Barnes and Noble? Nope, that's not it either. All right. All right, now Criterion is a special DVD that, or Blu-ray, whatever, that every year they put their very fancy editions on sale half off, and usually places that carry them usually follow in suit. And I went ahead and picked up 5 of them. I figured fucking that Dark Side Kermit came out and said, "Treat yourself." So I fucking pulled out the credit card and pretty much bought all the ones that I've been wanting, except the only one I couldn't find, which was fucking La Bamba. That's the only one they didn't have that I really wanted. I really wanted to pick up the Criterion of La Bamba. Some of these I've never seen before, and I'm dying to see them. But the first one I'll show because I think it was on last week's fucking media night. But here's the thing: 2 of these I have in my Amazon wish list, but I wanted the DVD version. So I was just like, okay, cool. So I'll go Barnes and Noble, see if they got, and they had them, but like I was like, I want the DVD one. Man, Barnes and Noble does not carry the fucking DVD versions of Criterions. It is either 4K or Blu-ray or go to hell. That is it. So I have the Blu-ray versions of all of these. I didn't get the 4K one. So the first one here, I was actually amazed this went into the Criterion and everything. So like I'm very intrigued to watch it here. Bowling for Columbine, which is the Michael Moore. No, not my Richie. No. Okay, sorry. Sorry, that's a good song. But a great documentary about, guns in America, some stuff about Columbine, Charlton Heston, who was the head of the NRA at the time. I mean, there's stuff in here about the Oklahoma City, bomb, the Oklahoma City bombing. A lot of great stuff in here. I mean, like, and I always bring it up when we mention Michael Moore, but and I think you can watch this one free. I actually saw the DVD upstairs, and I was gonna put it in my fucking bag down here to bring down, but City Bomber, this big old City Bomber. No, I'm gonna say City Bomber. But it's a documentary called Manufacturing Dissect, and it was basically about how, like, some of Michael Moore's documentaries were embellished / not real, essentially. And to me, either way, if they're real, fucking right on. If they're not real, it fucking makes an entertaining fucking movie. Criterion no longer makes DVD. Yeah, but like at the time when like this was released, it was available on DVD. Like now they don't. Like, yeah, for like all of them except for one other one are only have the Blu-ray. But like this one right here is one that like, oh fuck, let me see if they got the DVD, and they didn't have it. The other one I looked to see if they had a DVD, and they didn't have it, even though I know it's on DVD. I actually saw this movie like years ago when I worked at Blockbuster. Because when I worked at Blockbuster, I went. You got to understand, you got free rentals and shit. And when you feel like fuck, there's nothing to watch and shit. And I really got into all right, I'll just watch like indie films and shit. And you stumble across some, and I would literally go home and stay up late and write, and I would have like my writing, software open here, and I would have the DVD screen open here, and I would write and watch movies all at the same time. Anyway, one of those movies happened to be this one right here. Me and you and everyone we know. This is one of those movies. I was hoping Death Punch would be here. I picked out another movie in here just for him, but this is a perfect example of like a movie that I have watched once and I haven't seen it since. But I was scrolling on X and I saw, they put those like random clips of movies, where there's always somebody in the comments like, what movie is this? And it's just like, it's Jaws. And it's not really. I'm like, God, can we just be serious, please? Anyway, I saw this clip of movie and I was like, this movie seems familiar and I just cannot put my fucking finger on it. And it happened to be me and you and everyone we know. So I was just like, he's on a call, I think. Yeah, he never has time for fucking us anymore. It's always Calls and Taylor and fucking no, it's never us anymore. All right, sorry. Anyway, but anyway, this is like a good example that I would say it's a good like I've seen once movie. I do want to go back and watch it again. Hence why I fucking just bought the Criterion at $20. All right. Yeah, the rest I know I couldn't get on DVD or anything. No, wait. I think is this one available on DVD? I think this one's also available on DVD, and they didn't have it. I could be wrong though. Anyway, I used to watch a show called Murder Made Me Famous on the Reels Network. SMH, what? And it's a great show, and I think like you can find them somewhere, and they're awesome. And I literally watched. I should add that to my notes at Bored at Heart because that's I literally watched like every episode twice over while doing Bored at Heart stuff. So I forgot the girl's name, to be honest, but it was the teacher in the 90s who had an affair with her student. They got caught. And oh yeah, by the way, it was Scandal Made Me Famous, not Murder. There is a Murder Made Me Famous, but the show I was referring to was Scandal Made Me Famous. So I forgot the teacher's name, but she slept with her student and she went to jail for it, but they still fucking stayed together and they had a fucking family, everything like that. Well, anyway, they made like a dramatized movie version of it starring Nicole Kidman, called To Die For. Um, I have never seen it. I had a chance to buy a copy at half price books, like I want to say like 8 months ago, but they wanted like $8 for it at the time, and I was just like, I don't, $8. But then that was before I knew it was in the Criterion, so I'm just like, never heard of it. I forgot that fucking teacher's name, man. What was the? Scandal made me famous. Okay, Casey Anthony, Amy Fisher, Lorena Bobbitt, Tanya Harding, Amanda Knox, Anna Nicole Smith, Rachel. No, I don't think that's her. Lisa Nowak. Is that maybe Lisa Nowak? It's either Lisa Nowak or Rachel. I think that's it. Hold on. I don't know. It's one of those two. That it's loosely based on that situation and everything. And I think the word that they always use for this movie is unhinged. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'll give this a whirl and everything. Well, I also said that to Naked Lunch, and I still haven't fucking watched it. As you guys know, um, Mary Kay. Oh, is? Yep, there it is, Mary Kay. That's it. Yep, that's her right there. I was about to say, I knew somebody on Scandal made me famous. Yeah, that's what it's about. Loosely about. It's like one of those things where, like, any connection to any person living or dead is entirely coincidental type of situations. Um, but yeah. As you guys know, I watch fan films quite a bit, fan films, short films a lot on YouTube. And I watched this one called Batman versus Punisher, you know? And it was actually well produced because sometimes you see that shit, you're like, fucking, oh, Michael Myers versus Chucky. Let me watch that. And it's just garbage. But this one was actually well produced. So I was like, all right, I watched it and everything. And there was this piece of music I heard at the end, and it was fucking incredible. I was like, man, this sounds fucking dope. Maybe because I'm high, I don't know. But like, this sounds dope and everything. I listened to it. I did some research on it. Turns out it was like a major song in another fucking movie. And then I read about that movie, and that movie sounded fucking. I was like, that sounds fucking dope. Saw the trailer. I was like, this looks pretty fucking good and everything. And so, Sorcerer. It's good, yeah. I mean, like that fucking soundtrack alone by what is it, Tangerine Dream? That fucking the fucking I can't even like imitate it. You know? Oh my gosh. Whew. I think tomorrow, I think my goal is to watch at least one of these or like Ghost World, one of my newer criterions I got. And the last one here, like when I saw it, online, I was like, that's fake, right? Like somebody made a fake criterion, and that's what we're doing. But turns out it was real. I was like, oh fuck, that's actually real, because you can't believe anything online these days. And when I was looking through Criterions today, I was like, you know what? Since they don't have La Bamba and like, you know, I'm going to be paying off on the credit card and everything, I was like, fuck it, grab it. It's grab it. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the Criterion one. You know, I've already put in for my food to be delivered at a certain time, so like maybe I should watch this tonight. Like, I'm actually shocked this made it into the Criterion for like Jax and like Taylor and possibly Erica, because now it says we're down to 3. We had a nice little audience of 10 there, and you know, Criterion is like, you know, what are they? What would you say, Elijah? Criterion is like upper class, you know, preservation at this point. Basically, when you think Criterion, you usually think like very artsy fucking movies. You know, like I'll tell you right now, like 85% of the fucking movies in the Criterion, I'm like, what the fuck are these? I don't even know what these are. You know, so like when like Pee-wee's Big Adventure is like, when I see a picture that says Pee-wee's Big Adventure Criterion, I'm like, somebody made that, right? Like, you know, considering the day and age we live in. You know, like Hairspray. I debated about getting Hairspray Criterion. I was just like, fuck, am I really gonna fucking rewatch Hairspray? If I'm gonna watch Hairspray these days, more than likely I'm gonna watch the musical one, like the one they did with John Travolta and everything, because I really like that one. All right, so those are all my criterions that I'm now currently paying off on my credit card. All right. Oh yeah, I have an unboxing. I have an unboxing. I actually pulled out. Then it just gives away what's in the fucking bag. All right, you know what? I'll open the bag. You'll know when I'm going to open this bag. Hold on, how about that? All right, so let me just pull shit out the bag, and we'll see what we got here. All right, really good one. This is one of those movies that like they kept saying was so controversial and everything. It was like The Interview, and then like I saw The Interview, and I was just like, that's it. That's what people were so mad about. And this was the same thing. The Hunt with fucking what's I don't know her. Oh, Betty Kippen, whatever her name is. Emma Roberts is in here. Ethan Suplee. I mean, yeah, I had a good time with it, but like people like when they're like, this movie has to be banned, and it was taken off, and then like fucking months later, they're just like, all right, we'll release it, which was part of their fucking plan, but that's just me, you know. But like, they made it seem like it was so controversial and everything, and I really didn't see those controversy with it. It seemed like, man, we really want to make Battle Royal, but like we just can't, you know. That's what it seemed like to me. Like that's why I can't take the Hunger Games seriously because of fucking Battle Royal. You know? I tried watching the first one. I was like, all right, I'll watch the first one and see if it's all right. It's PG-13, but fucking I'll watch it and shit. And just I'm like, this is fucking retarded. You know? I did like where they were going with the ending though. I was just like, oh, they're gonna go left with this ending. You know, they're about to fucking, she's pulling back the bow and shit. I was like, oh fuck, okay. And then they're just like, wait, for the first time ever, I was like, you fucking, you almost had me. That'd been great if they just fucking just pulled back their weapons and just an arrow shot through their fucking eyes and they collapsed and just everybody gasped. Credits. I've been like, that was incredible. Oh my god, what is part 2 gonna be like? I would have been fucking amazed. You know? Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's right. What do we got here? Okay. One of the people, one of the main people I hate at Firehouse still works at the Collins Road location. And before I really wanted to just run him over with a fucking car. One of his most hated movies is a movie called Aragon because he loves the book so much and everything. And one time I was going to buy like multiple copies of Aragon on eBay or Amazon and just hide them around the store just to fuck with them. But for some reason, they were like $15 a copy. And I was just like, what are we doing? You know? Anyway. I was like, you're always acting like fucking, like, I'm like, there has to be a worse movie to you than Aragon. I think you only hate it so much because you love the book. So, like, what's like another worse movie you hate? He was like, you know what movie I really fucking hate? And I think if you like this movie, like, you know, you're out of your mind, you're retarded. I think you use like the word retarded or something like that. You have no taste, something like that. You know? And it was Willy's Wonderland. Or Wiley's Wonderland, whatever the fucking. I'm just like, dude, that fucking movie's dope, man. I'm sorry, but this movie's fucking amazing. Dude, this movie, exactly. You got Nicolas Cage fucking playing a mute janitor. Never seen it, but I like how unserious Nick Cage is now. I like how in the 90s, Nick Cage at one time was like this big A-list star, man. Like fucking a big action flick comes out. And it's like Nick Cage and Con Air and fuck, the explosions and shit, you know. Nick Cage and John Travolta fucking face off and shit. Now Nick Cage, man, I think fucking, you know, Nick Cage just says yes. You know? Like, okay, Nick, they're making a movie based off the board game Scrabble, and they want you to play like the wordsmith, and he's like, oh yeah, that sounds good, you know. He's like, all right, well, you'll just do fucking anything at this point. He's just in random. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I think he just fucking says yes to anything now. If they're gonna give him a check, then he's just like, fuck it at this point. Like if there was, okay, let me put it to you like this. If you remember back in the day when we had the direct-to-video movies and shit like that, like Steven Seagal. Remember Steven Seagal? Steven Seagal was in Under Siege and like had a big fucking film career and everything. Had a big film career and everything like that. And then all of a sudden, like 2005, 6, 7, one of those years, there was like fucking a new Steven Seagal direct-to-video fucking movie every month at Blockbuster and shit. Right? If they still had that market today, that would be what Nick Cage is right now. There'd always be like some new fucking direct-to-video fucking movie, and it'd be starring Nick Cage, and we're just like, what's Nick Cage up to now? And that's what all those fucking Steven Seagal movies were. They were all just like fucking, okay, what did this time? He's a karate guy, and fucking, oh, look who it is. It's Death Punch. You missed the Criterions, man. I got to show you the new Criterion real quick. Hold on. Check this out real quick. Bam. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Sorcerer. To Die For with Nicole Kidman. Little indie flick. I doubt you know, but me and you and everyone we know. Although you know, I don't know. Some of y'all pull out like a weird one every now and then that y'all do know. And Michael Moore's Bowling for Columbine. Very nice. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a drink. We'll get back to it. Getting the feeling you don't let me in. Once there was this kid who took a trip to Singapore. Okay. Oh yeah, that's flat as hell. Oh, okay, we're still good. All right, let's see what we got next. Okay, all right. I think I mentioned this last media week, but I didn't show it. I remember seeing like back in the day, the video stores would have the fucking big cardboard fucking fucking big cardboard things, to tell you what's coming into the store and shit like that. You know what I mean? I remember seeing this back in the day. Had no interest what it was. Wasn't my style and shit. But when I grew up and finally watched it, I'm telling you guys, you got to watch this movie. Quiz Show. It's with Robert Redford. You know who Jax? Like Robert Redford? Or Richard Gere. I know there was a quote unquote zaddy that it was either Robert Redford or Richard Gere that Jax liked. All right, night, Erica. Quiz Show, if you don't know, it's a dramatized version of the quiz show scandals of the 50s. I was waiting for a response on the whole Robert Redford. Richard, but Rob is cool too. Okay. I forgot. She's behind. I got to give her some time. I forgot. So, like, if you're into that type of stuff, because like Nick loves game show scandals, which is a really weird niche that we're both into. Is game show scandals. But like once you really look into like it's one of those things where like if you really look at the facts and then watch the movie, you're just like and plus it's shit that like why are you changing that? You know, I think it's just been easier to just keep what really happened here, you know? Yeah, I told you about it. And then, like, I found the DVDs. I was like, well, fuck, let me bring it down and shit. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, if it's streaming anywhere, this will be our stream lookup. This is our stream lookup of the night. Sorry, I'm farting around with my AirPods. They just stopped working. It's so annoying. Our stream lookup of the night quiz show. Coming up, nothing for free. That is. But thank God I have this DVD. Anyway, if you get a chance to watch it, okay. Okay. Is it in widescreen? I think it is. Should be. Oh, come on. You're telling me everything but the aspect ratio. Come on. I'm sure it is. Yeah, there it is. Widescreen. Widescreen 1.85 to 1. I know exactly what that means. Listen, I know a lot about film and everything like that, but like I'll tell you one thing: when it comes to like, oh, it's in a wide screen aspect ratio, 1.2. Fuck, I don't know, dick, what they're. You might as well just fucking be writing it in hieroglyphics, in my opinion. Like I can fucking look at a scene sometimes and be like, that could have been lighted differently. Like I can do that shit sometimes, very rarely, but I can do it sometimes, you know. But like I can. Will, what's your favorite aspect ratio to watch movies in? Fucking rectangle. I don't know. It's your favorite though. Every unnecessary is in widescreen. Because I think unless it's vertical, isn't every video on YouTube in fucking widescreen now? Oh, okay. Wait. Then I could probably tell you what my favorite widescreen is. 16:9. No, you watched the movie in widescreen. Oh yeah, do that too. Yeah. No, didn't I do full screen for one of them? I could have swore I did full screen for one. Because I know all wide. Did I? I could. If I would have bet money, I would have said I went full on Freddy versus Jason. I know Blast from the Past. I went wide. Back to the Beach. I think Back to the Beach was stretched, and I think Beth Cooper was wide, but it still had the bars because no, I think it was Blu-ray. So widescreen TV, so like no bars but widescreen. So yeah. Mm. All right. Oh, Ready or Not? It still had the bars. Probably not. I'm probably misremembering that. Ready or Not with Samara Weaving. You know what I'm saying? Damn it. You know. Which reminds me, my sister got me this as like a little Father's Day thing. Ready or Not 2. Here I Come. Which I gotta admit, I fucking dug. I will say there's like a right turn in this. I'm not like a right turn as in like I saw it coming, but like there's a right turn that happens where I'm just like, okay, I don't think this. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. And I guess it didn't ruin it for me, but like I was like, all right, you got lucky. That's the way I look at it. They got lucky. I still had fun with it because, like, at first I'm like, how the fuck do you make a sequel to this? Like now we're just making sequels to shit that just like what are we doing? Like, listen, I liked Ready or Not. Would it be nice to have another one? Yeah, but with the story there, like, what the fuck? Come on, guys, what are we doing? And then I'm watching the movie. I like the case of the sequel better. Yeah, it is nice. Ooh, plus it's embossed. Isn't the other one embossed? No, it is not. Yeah, it's embossed. Right here, yeah. But plus, like Catherine Newton, who's the girl with the bubble gum, right here. She's like becoming a little scream queen or something. I know I had Freaky upstairs. I was gonna bring down Freaky, but I was like, no. Oh, there's one in here that I picked out just for fucking Death Punch. Now I can't remember what the fuck it was. Oh, well, we'll just see if I draw it. This, put my Criterion stack, because that's going to come with me. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I saw this, and I was just like, all right. This is a movie that I don't think is talked about enough. I think it really falls into that, like, oh, yeah, I saw that. That was funny. Or, like, yeah, whatever. I think I watch a lot of Nostalgia Critic. If there's a movie that I've seen, I kind of want to watch his opinion on it. Generally, I think I'm starting to think like half the time when he's just like, "Fuck this movie," I'm just like, he can't hate it. Everything really. I'm starting to think it's all an act. I'm starting to be lied to and shit. Anyway. But I tend to watch his reviews and everything, and I think even his review was just like fucking like, So like that told me something right there. Anyway, but I always liked this movie. Yeah, there's a lot of funny bits in it. I think the cast is great, and like I wish it made more money because I would have liked to have seen another one. Balls of Fury. Yeah, you saw it opening day. I think I saw it like opening weekend. Yeah, yeah. Christopher Walken, Maggie Q, Dan Fogler. Like what? I thought we were making Dan Fogler a thing, and all of a sudden, poof, he disappeared. Which I almost grabbed Good Luck Chuck upstairs. Like everything in his bag just about came from upstairs. You know, I think except for the new shit that didn't come from. Well, technically, it came from upstairs, but Christopher Walken was awesome. He never misses. George Lopez is in here. Um, James Hong is fucking in here. You know, like he has like one of the best deliveries ever, man. Where he's just like fucking eating noodles and shit, and he just stares off into the distance because he's like blind in the movie and shit. And he's like, "Now, Wilo, we train." And just puts noodles into his mouth. I'll catch myself like eating, just like staring off into the distance, and then like, that line always goes through my head. I'm just like, "Now, Wilo, we train." And just like put a fry in my mouth and shit. You know. Plus, Diedrich Bader's in this movie. I forgot Diedrich fucking Bader's in this movie too. You know him. If you don't know who I'm talking about, the guy was like he plays Boggle with Dan Fogler in the movie. He was like, "Fucking, that sounds like a challenge." He was just like, "Just go out there." He was like, "No, can't do it." Then you know, fucking, this movie's fucking great. It just doesn't get talked about enough, in my opinion. I think this is better than. Who would have thought a kooky fucking. What was it? Was oh no, guns. Yeah, a gun trafficking ping pong fucking movie would work so well. You know, I always like. I don't understand why people don't like it. Like I said, I didn't stack them up in the bags. I've just been drawing them out, seeing what we get. Oh wait. Oh fuck. Okay. When he's given the monologue about the hooker laughing at his dick, it's hilarious. The hooker laughing at his dick. I'm trying to remember that part. Yeah, I don't remember that part. Ping pong is like a hooker or something like that. Hey, fuck, I might need to watch that. Fuck. Because like, I don't remember that part. Anyway, this next one here. At one point, like growing up, this was probably if you would have asked me like my top 20 favorite movies back in like what year did this come out? 2000. If you would have asked me like my top 20 favorite movies back in 2000, this one's probably in the top 10, and that's not a joke. Like I went and saw this in theaters and like fucking had a blast watching it. Bought the VHS when it came out, you know, and then like that was during that transition time to DVD. So I eventually got a DVD and everything, and like fucking this needs to be in the Criterion, damn it, right here. Fucking Clock Stoppers. I'm going to send a stern email to Criterion to get Clock Stoppers into the Criterion. I've only seen the trailer. Then you have only seen the tip of the iceberg, my friend. You're missing fucking Paula Garces. You're missing French Stewart. Fucking gets kicked in the face and shit. Limber. It's you know who it's directed by? Sent the link to me. It's not. It takes patience. She is like a fine, well-managed prostitute. It takes years. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking the male hookers at fucking Fang's retreat. That's what I was thinking. I was like, when did they do a monologue about the hookers fucking paint? You know, like I was trying to fucking. That's why I couldn't fucking figure that out. Hold on, I gotta fucking show you for Clock Stopper. This is for Clock Stoppers right here. Oh fuck! Please tell me they have it. Oh please, yes. No. Oh, they don't have him saying that. Yes. Okay. Okay. And this is who directed fucking Clock Stoppers. Okay, you ready for this shit?
I'm Jonathan Frakes.
I'll tell you right now, that just little side quest there, that was my fucking favorite thing ever about Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Was like fucking him dropping like some fucking piece of science at the end. Like, don't forget that a lie could always be as thin as the piece of hair under your nose. I'm Jonathan Frakes. And then he just fucking peace off and shit. Hold on. Okay, hold on. There's a fucking easier way to do this. Man, I wish I could stream this show, man. I mean, like, jokes aside and shit, I used to fucking watch the show fucking religiously. Wait, there's 148 episodes? That doesn't seem right. Did they add the ones from Germany? Oh no, okay, those are parts. Okay. All right. That season 1 was fucking James Brolin, so we don't need that. Just go here then.
Strange graffiti that showed up. Don't think evil of us. A similar incident did take place. Our theme tonight has been evil. The truth is, we designed these stories to test your ability to discover fact from fiction. But if you are unable to tell the difference, we implore you, don't think evil of us. For Beyond Belief, I'm Jonathan Frakes.
Join us for more stories.
Hey, Like, he'd always drop, like, some fucking line, and then, like, fucking, I'm Jonathan Frakes. Oh, fuck, I fucking love that. Oh, fuck, this one was Leonard Nimoy. No, I'm kidding. It was Jonathan Frakes. I imagine he's great at social gatherings, just telling stories. I bet you it's the opposite. I bet you he's one of those guys that, like, you think he's like, you know, like, he goes to social gatherings and he's just like, he's at the cocktail weenie stand, just shoveling them in, hoping nobody fucking talks to him and shit. You know. When I used to go to the family gatherings at first, I used to be fucking like, hey, everybody, how's everybody going? Woo, hey, fucking right on. I don't know why I spoke like that, but whatever. And then eventually it was basically like I'd walk around the house, do a little fucking, do a little Miss America wave to everybody. Make sure, you know, I wasn't being too rude, you know. And then and then I would go upstairs to their bar, and then I would just play pool until I heard dinner's ready. You know, I'm like, okay. And I would literally go down there. I would get the smallest fucking amount of food possible for a plate. You know? But like that was only the beginning, because then, like, once I'm done with that food, I can't just like, thank you, and excuse myself. You know, if I'm the first one done, then it's just like, oh, fuck him. You know, like, it's already, you know, it's too obvious right there. So I have to wait for somebody else. So I have to sit at the table and just bide my time and shit. You know, and just play the game of just like, God, I hope nobody asks me how I'm doing, anything like that. Like, I've already done a good job avoiding everybody. I already made my round and shit. You know, hopefully there's no interview portion. You know, finally my cousin, he gets done with his food, and thankfully he's just like, "Would you like to go play some Xbox?" I'm like, "That sounds like a cavalcade of fun," you know. And you know, like, excuse us, and then we take our plates, and we fucking, mine doesn't even look like I have food on it, and we fucking run, and then that's it. Play some Xbox for about 20 minutes, where I'm just like, you know what, kind of fuck this game. And I go back to the fucking bar and I play pool until, what is that, like 9 o'clock that happens? And I play pool until 2 a.m. in the morning. And then we leave. Doing upper decker shit. All right, what do we got? Now I don't think I can remember the one I picked out for fucking Death Punch. Oh shit, I picked this one out for Taylor. But again, working at Blockbuster and everything, you know, you get the movies when they come in early and everything. And I was I think like in the last like 3 years, a movie came out called White Oleander that had a great cast in it. Michelle Pfeiffer, Alison Lohan, Robin Wright was in there. Patrick Fugit was in there. So when we got this movie, I looked at the title of it. I was like, that looks interesting. Saw the cast, and I was like, hey, fucking that person was in White Oleander, you know. And I read the back, and I was like, this sounds interesting. Then I went home and watched it, and I fucking fell in love with it. You know, I've only watched it a couple times. You know, is this the one that? No, this isn't the one that I picked out for that. Wrist Cutters, a love story. It's about. I've already been tagged for this before, so let me choose. For once, I will choose my words carefully. It's about people who live in a dead world. I can say that. For people who have, I refuse to say the fucking, Taylor's heard of it. That's why I picked it out. Taylor's heard of it. Basically, it takes place in a world where if you yourself, yeah, there we go. The whole world is gray. There's no color. There's, everything is dull. Like your car is like a piece of shit. All that good stuff, right? Or bad stuff, I should say. They can't type while she's eating. She needs to get one of those. What is it? I saw it on my Facebook feed. Like homeboy was in a wheelchair, and he was playing fucking Call of Duty with his mouth and shit, and fucking destroying people. Not just playing and like fucking sucking ass, man. Not like fucking like, oh, I just want to play and be part of the game type of playing either. No, I'm fucking like fucking people going down. For all I know, it could be splice footage. For all I know, but let's say it's real. So like, fuck, I'm saying like, get her one of them. She can like fucking put that thing in her mouth and type and shit. Or whistle the letters and like, and shit. Anyway, it's about a world where people who themselves, everything's gray and everything, but one of them find out that they can actually go back to the living world, and it becomes like this unique love story as well. We're gonna do another stream lookup on this because sometimes this is actually streaming places too. This is actually free on Tubi right now. Oh, it's free on a lot of places. Oh, fuck. It's free on... Damn. The only thing it's not free on is like Pluto TV. It's on like Amazon Prime for free. Plex. I use that. Philo. Fandango at home. And Tubi. It's all on those for fucking free. It defeat the purpose. No, but I'm saying, okay, no, but I'm saying, let's say she's eating, okay? So let's say she's, and this is for anybody, right? So let's say she's watching anybody, okay? So I'm sure she watches other fucking live streamers. So she's watching any live streamer, right? Obviously, she uses her fucking hands. Let's say she's using fucking fork, whatever, right? So she has the device. Let's say she has, because I know that device is real. Like you can put it in your mouth and type or fucking obviously play Call of Duty or some shit, right? So she takes like a fucking fork, spoonful, whatever, right there, swallows, whatever, and then she's watching whatever, and she's like, oh, well, I want to say something. Blah, 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 type that, and then like enter, and then fucking, then she's not like fucking like, and then, you know what I'm saying? Man, I did, man. My fucking theater ain't playing it, man. Usually they get those like little niche fucking releases and shit. Yeah, I was ready to go see that shit because it was on a Friday. I think. Mine is I'm doing. You okay? You need some water? You need to sit down? Gee, mine is I'm doing. Like, fuck. You sounded how I felt at Barnes and Noble. I mean, like, fuck. That's how fucking I felt, man. I'm walking outside like, mine is I'm doing. You know, fuck. I forgot what I pulled my phone out to look up now. Fuck. Oh, see if it's still not available. Hold on. Back rooms. Because, like, yeah, usually my theater, usually we have two theaters. We have Collins Road, which they didn't even get Jackass, which I'm just like, what? You know, like, they didn't get back rooms, which I'm like, okay, I can kind of understand why they didn't get back rooms. Very niche fucking movie, but then they didn't get Jackass, which I was like, come on. You know? All right. Comes out July 3rd. Man, damn! I'm gonna keep checking it. Did someone slip something in your drink? Damn, he's hella hot. Like, yeah, did somebody slip something in your fuck you? Yeah, did somebody? Did you? I did. Those ain't shit. Oh, it's 30 minutes. That's good. This is actually a movie that I fucking watch with the baby mama, and like, you know, you guys have heard stories about the baby mama, and like, when it comes to you got Bill Cosby. Yeah. When it came to the baby mama in movies, gosh, like, that was like betting all your money on like black and just like this motherfucker's gonna land on 00. Just like there's no way. And I've said it before, but like Bill and Ted, I was just like, you've never seen Bill and Ted? She's like, no. I was just like, oh, okay, well, it's on. Nothing else on. She was like, all right. And we watched the movie, and she just sat and like didn't comment or anything, which that was rare, you know. And afterwards, she was just like, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked it, and after we fucking finished up the shit on the bed that I made, I was like, wow, really, and I was like, you should watch the sequel then, you know. So she watched the sequel and she was nowhere near fucking impressed as she was, so I was like, well, at least hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad. I was shocked. So anyway, I bought some movies during a Black Friday sale, and I showed her the trailer for one. I was like, I think it's gonna be funny, and I think you might like it. Thinking it was gonna be like taking my mom and sister to Superbad, Like I was just like, oh god, I was just like, I'm not gonna hear the end of this one. But again, to my surprise, she actually thought it was kind of funny, and it was, we're the Millers. Do you own Encino Man? Yeah, I may have passed over that in one of the boxes. No, we's in the juice. Yeah, wait a minute. I've only seen clips on. Oh, dude, you gotta see the whole movie. It is fucking so good. I don't know if these numbers are accurate, but fucking, like, you're only giving me $60,000. What? He's only giving me $35,000. Wait, you guys are getting paid? Like, fucking, like, that realization of just like, wait, you fuckers are getting paid? And he's getting squat, like, oh my god. I remember wanting to see this. I liked it. They said they were making a sequel, but that never came to fruition. That's the part I've seen the most. Oh, oh yeah. I'm telling you, you got to see the whole movie. Again, there's another one. There's also like some other great cast members other than these cats right here. I think what's his name? Nick Offerman, isn't he in here? Fuck, it's been a while since I watched it. Ed Helms. Ed Helms is in here. Man, who plays Offerman's fucking wife in this? I can't remember. Is it Carrie? Is it Carrie Ann Silver? Is that who plays his fucking wife? I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, if you haven't seen this, Death Punch, come on, man. You're tearing me apart, Death Punch. Tearing me apart. When I'm with you. Oh, what's this? This is the one I picked out for you. Death Punch. This is the one I picked out for you. You wanted to do top 20 movies that only one time viewing. And I was just like, generally most movies I tend to watch a second time. There are a handful of movies that I've watched once. And generally when I do the top 20, there's, like we're doing now, there's stories involved and shit. And fucking, I've heard the Serbian film story and I was like, Requiem for a Dream. I really don't have any fucking, I don't have any like anything kooky for that, and then I saw this movie and I was like, you know what? I rented it. I watched it. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Years later, forgot about it. Saw this, picked it up, and I was like, hey, this is the fucking special edition of this. Fucking hey, cool. Bought it. Still haven't watched it since. To this day, it's been a one-time viewing. Halle Berry's Gothica. Only seen the trailer. I saw it when it came out on DVD and everything, and I really liked it. But like I said, I just ever since then, I can't tell you I don't think I've ever rewatched the movie. There's never been a night where I'm just like, fuck, I really gotta watch Gothica. Halle Berry's like fucking in a prison. Not even the back of the DVD tells you what the fuck the movie's about. Hey Siri, what's the movie What's the movie Gothica about? Not Gattaca, Gothica. Okay. You just gonna fucking shut up and shit. Right. Hey Siri, what? Right. What is the movie Gothica about? Ah. Swordfish. Sunbathing scene. You know what? Even fucking Nick. Let me tell you guys about this. Speaking of Halle Berry and why I get what Gothic is about. There was one night. There used to be nights where like me, Nick, Shelby, Alex, and a couple other people who were sprinkled in there. We would get on Skype and just fucking bullshit, talk about shit and everything. Nick got on one time drunk. Just drunk, and he was just like obsessed with three things that night. One, he collects like Playmobil, like little Lego things, like blind bag shit like that. He collects certain Happy Meal toys and shit. So I just wanted to let you guys know that so this next part makes sense. So he was obsessed with three things that night. One, getting the Shrek toy in his Happy Meal that night at McDonald's. Two, hating maple bacon. And three, Holly Berry's titties. And this was like a fucking all night thing with him. All right, Jax. And this was like an all night thing with him. Like whenever he could just be like, I was just like, so are you, like, we asked him like a couple questions. We were just like, so you're telling me that like if Holly Berry was covered in maple bacon, you don't want to have anything to do with her? And like to his credit, he's drunk, man, but he was just like, are her titties out? I'm just like, for this scenario, yeah, sure, they're out. And he was just like, yeah, you know what? Okay, I could be down for that. Okay, like I'm like, fuck, dude. I can understand the third one. All right, so Gothica, a criminal psychologist awakens to find herself a patient in an institution. That's what it is. Where she works with no, I don't know why they put that many O's, with no memory of the murder she's accused of committing. I don't know why I read it like I'm that slow. As she tries to regain her memory and her freedom, a vengeful spirit manipulates her. There you go. That's fucking yay! I still know how to read. Penelope Cruz is also in here. Robert Downey Jr. Hey, Charles S. Dutton. Oh, fucking John Carroll Lynch. Okay, I don't recognize anybody else. But that's what I picked out just for Death Punch to prove, like, hey, I found another, like, one time. Hey, I found a rare another one-time view movie. You know. Oh, this movie right here. How do I explain this one? You ever watch like a movie and like there's always a part in there. It's not even like significant. Like people, there's always like fucking this is the start of a beautiful relationship, kid. There's always like that part, But like there can be like 8 o'clock. There can always be like another moment in the movie that people don't even think about. And I think in this movie here that I own, I think there's a performance in there that is just I don't know. I don't throw out the word tremendous very often. But it's only like a little section. It's not like fucking like it's nothing like really significant or anything like that. Nothing significant to the plot. 800. Like I said, when you think of like memorable moments in movies, you tend to think of like Elijah's favorite moments, like like I'm the king of the world. You tend to think of stuff like that. Me and me, I'm the complete opposite. I will think of like the most obscure fucking scenes in movies that you have never fucking heard of. Oh, 8 o'clock and shit. Right. And then, like I said, just when it comes to this movie, I think of just one certain part of this movie. Out and About 2, Vegas Adventure. What? You never see what? Motherfucker, I'm in the movie. I can't see this in the car. You love how I set that up and everything? I was just like, how can I set it up with like some bullshit? I had to take a second. Is it free on YouTube? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's free on YouTube. Yeah. Somebody doesn't listen to stories no one asked for very well. I'm pretty sure there's a whole fucking episode about me being in some short films and everything. Listen, and like, I'm very thankful that Brendan. I think I own a copy of this. Do you? I think you have the original one because I tried getting a lot of copies of this because I was just like, oh fuck yeah, man. But I was barely able to get fucking 2. So I don't know if you got this one. What was I about to say about it? Not that I know where it is. Oh yeah, that I know. Because like at first, like I said, the first time I ever did it, refresher course. Yeah, you got the first movie, Jax. The first time he was just like, "Hey, record a phone call with me. I'll fill in the rest. I want to put you in the movie." I was like, "Fucking dope, right on." Um, and I won't. There's always a joke there. You don't get the joke tonight. Fuck it. So when the second one came about, I was like, "Hey, do you want me to film anything? Just out of curiosity." And he was just like, "I would, man, but like, there's no more room left. We have something at the beginning. We have the bit at the beginning, so we can't put like a phone call bit there." And then he was just like, "Then we have this part," and I was just like, "That's cool, man. I was just asking. Don't hurt my feelings, man." You know. And he was like, "Yeah, you know." And then like it dawned on me. I was just like, "Wait, I have an idea. If you still don't want to do it, that's fine with me. But what about a mid-credit scene?" And he's just like, "Oh, I didn't think of that." And I was like, "Yeah, what if it's like a mid-credit scene?" And I pitched the idea to him, and he was just like, "Okay, yeah, just okay. I don't know if I don't know 100% if I'm going to use it, but film it." And then like, you know, he knew what I was going to do, so he was just like, "Just film it. I'll fill in the rest." I was like, "I got you." And then there it is, and then it ended up in the movie. I didn't know it ended up in the movie until he messaged me one day. He was like, "Hey, can you put on exactly what you were wearing when you were filming the scene?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, now like just like put up the phone and then like take like a picture like you don't know what's going on." I was like, "Okay." And then like that, or like a look upset or something like that. Um and then that's how I ended up on the fucking Blu-ray. You know, he signed it too. Don't think I just signed my own fucking shit. And I think Gabe signed this one too. No, this one's just Brendan. Okay. So we did a raffle for. I was doing a 50-50 for. I think if I know the definition right of a 50-50, I was doing half the proceeds go to me, and the other half of the proceeds go to what was the name of the place? I want to say the Association of Online. Fuck, I don't know. It had something to do with cyberbullying. You know, basically to help people who are affected with cyberbullying. That's where the money went. And fucking we only got to send them like $17. You know, so we did that for a copy of this signed by Gabe, Brendan, and myself. So I've seen it when Wet Movie put it on his channel years ago. Man, even Death Punch has seen it, and Elijah just fucking didn't even know I was in the motherfucker. There was a podcast episode about it. You know, I'm sure all the nights I went live, I'm pretty sure it's had to have popped up somewhere. You know, he's the new Leo. He gets me going on a topic, and while I'm just fucking blah, 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 he's fucking off in the background. You know, he's like, "All right, Will's talking. I'm gonna color." Da, 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 da. Oh, we're playing that game. Oh, okay. What is it? Easy peasy, hard as fuck. What did you just say? Instant oatmeal. Fucking 10. Let me clear this up. I heard about it, never seen it. Stop. You want, you can catch these hands too. We all need to do that jackass stunt. We all just need to put on boxing gloves and get into like a fucking I can leave. We all just need to get into like a small room, put on boxing gloves, turn off the lights, and just start swinging. I pulled this, but I don't think anybody's gonna really give a shit about that. So you know what? I'm gonna put that back. What else we got here? Okay, let's do this. I can leave. You guys know my mom used to run a department store for a couple of years. It was Roses, 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 apostrophe S, whatever. Anyway, so told you guys about hanging out in the fucking security room, just watching movies and shit, hanging out all day and fuck. I don't know. Do y'all want to play? Well, I mean, it's 8:11 now. I mean, we won't have long to play. See, and that's your problem, Jax. You can't commit to anything in life. That's why you and I No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Elijah fucking left. He was just like, fuck this noise. He's like, I'm going to go listen to every second of that fucking podcast. Oh, there he is. Okay. I was like, fuck, I think he really did. He's like, motherfucker, all right, let me clear this shit up. I'll go back and listen every motherfucking second. And be like, all right, now I know. He's like, now I know everything about it. Have y'all seen that fucking video? Where the kid pulls up to Burger King and he's like, "Yerp," and you just hear the kid just like, let me just pull it up. Hold up.
Open a card drink. What might I get for you?
Yeah.
1278.
Wait, what happened?
1278.
I ain't even ordered yet, big bro.
1278. Pull to the window.
Well, let me get a double Western bacon cheese.
Yes, nigga. The double Western bacon cheeseburger, extra barbecue sauce for 3 tenders, 2 ranch, and 2 barbecue sauces. Why you playing Trout, Demetrius, Jefferson, Lopez?
Well, damn, baby. How you know it's me?
You the only nigga that come to my drive-thru saying, at 2:55 p.m. And I can smell that cheap-ass roast cologne.
Hey, you good, baby. You need a raise. But, yeah, let me get that in a chocolate shake. Yeah, let me get a chocolate shake. You know I wanted a chocolate shake since you know everything, bitch? Yeah, let me add a chocolate shake.
Stop playing with me. I just clocked in. And you lactose intolerant. You don't drink no milk. Fuck, nigga. 1278. Pull up to this window.
Hey, you good.
Damn.
You good, baby.
Oh, fuck. I'm waiting for Elijah to vote. I've been sitting here waiting for it, and I got stuck on that. The fucking, 1278. All right, so Mommy's trying a department store. Hang out there. One night, she needed to be there at like midnight for the floor cleaners to come. They just needed somebody to be there, make sure they don't steal shit, So we hooked up a TV, and we went over to the video store section that they had in the the store, and it just came out. So we're just like, oh fuck, let's watch it while we're sitting here waiting. And it became like me and my mom's like favorite, like it was probably one of our favorite movies to watch together. That or Debbie Does Dallas, one of the two. I don't know. So like I don't know, this movie is great, but like I don't know, it has good memories with my mom too. But Kingpin. Kingpin is going, okay, I take it Elijah wants to keep doing media. All right. I heard the second one is trash. What second one? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was about to type in some shit. But I've mentioned this before. National Lampoon did all this like fucking direct-to-video movies and shit like that. National Lampoon presents fucking Blackballed. National Lampoon presents Dorm Days. They did all those fucking bullshit fucking movies. every now and then one would kind of jump off the shelf at me and everything. I keep fucking looking at one at the video store. I thought I had it, but I thought it was upstairs tonight, but I didn't see it. But it was called National Lampoon's Gold Diggers. But anyway, there was this one called Bag Boy, National Lampoon's Bag Boy. It was a movie about competitive bagging. You know, Stanley from fucking Kingpin playing fucking. They don't refer to him as Stanley, but it's fucking Stanley from Kingpin, and they refer to him like he's now in the competitive bagging market. And they refer to Kingpin. They're just like, yeah, I used to be I think he says something like, yeah, I used to be in the bowling thing until an Amish guy, did something. They refer to Kingpin. I forgot the direct line at the moment and shit, And since he's in the competitive bagging thing now, he looks at the two guys. He's like, neither one of you two are Amish, are you? They're like, no. He's like, all right then. And then that's it. And it's like clearly Stanley. There's like no fucking thing. It's the weirdest fucking thing, Plus the soundtrack in here is just great. Like so many songs from the soundtrack I listen to like all the time. Like Freddie Johnson's Bad Reputation. She Came On by Super Deluxe. And sometimes Billy Goldstein's I Don't Want to Go. Remember fucking me and that was like me and HC's like fucking how we said hello there for a while. Like, I don't want to go. Want to stay this way forever. That's how we like fucking said hello there for a bit. Hold me in your arms. Let me feel your beating heart. We should always be together. Good. How's it going, people? Oh, fuck, David. Oh, my God. Why couldn't you be here at the beginning of the night when this started? Hold me. I feel something growing in your pants. You motherfuckers were more excited to see David than me. Well, y'all do see me 3 to 4 nights a week. What the fuck is it? Taylor, Death, Elijah, Jack and me more. I'm real tired of the way you fuckers treat me. Sorry, I control the room and I give you fucking fuck you. Here, I can get away. I can get away with these right now without pissing off David. Hold on. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. What are you drinking? Stay out of my business. No. Mellow Yellows. All right. These are all Criterion, by the way, David. So, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Sorcerer. To Die For. Me and You and Everyone We Know. And Bowling for Columbine. David, it was my birthday yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. That means your attention's over, bitch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You picked this up from the Criterion sale? Yeah. Because like last year, I think I bought some and I put them on my credit card and everything. And then I discovered ones that I was like, wow, these movies are on the Criterion. So I went to Barnes & Noble today. I told this story earlier, but like I'll give you the shortened down version. Shortened down version would be I thought I was having a heart attack. Thankfully I wasn't. But before that, I found all the Criterions that were in my Amazon wish list, which I got to go delete now, except for La Bamba. That's the only one that I hold on. Do I like Kino? Where's my Kino at? Ah, there you are. You don't like fuck. I don't have an arrow. No, wait, that's not. Ah, damn. Where's my arrow at? I have an arrow. I have Waterworld. I have the Waterworld arrow. Check your D. My knee is fine. I just picked that one up to their sale this time around. I also got like 10 other titles. Throw Mama from the Train. Like, it's been so long since I watched Throw Mama from the Train, man. I just remember fucking like Danny DeVito. I'm pretty sure it's Danny DeVito yelling at fucking Billy Crystal about like his book or something. And he's just like, you wrote a mystery with two people. If it wasn't one guy, it had to be the other. You know, I've told the story before, but like I saw this when I totally was not fucking age appropriate to fucking watch this movie. And like when you're a kid and you're seeing like tits on a screen, that's all you care about. You don't care about a fucking story. You don't give a fuck, you know. But like I saw this on the the Amazon machine. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna actually sit and watch it, you know. And it was actually a pretty fucking interesting story there, you know. The only thing I wish that they could have got was like the actual unrated cut, you know. That's the only thing. Because like the scenes that they had from the unrated cut, I'm like, these are great. These are great scenes. I'd prefer to see these scenes in the movie. You know, but they were just on the like a fucking like what is it? A video comparison. That's what it was. You know, but you got to check out Kino Lorber's website now. No, I've already put $125 on my credit card. No, I'm good. You know which one I was going to buy? They announced it. They were just like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. And I got really excited because like lately, you know, there's Kino Lorber and you know, all these Arrow, all these places, they've been getting some good features and everything. And I was just like, if it has The Lost Ending of Annihilation. Fuck, I might buy 2. Just because. You know? And I read all the features and like it wasn't there. And every time it pops up on my feed now, I read it out of vein just to make sure I didn't overlook it. You know? Because I want to make sure. Because I was just like, because it, to my knowledge, they filmed it. And then they cut it because Quan Chi was in some of the advertising in China. You know? That set looks cool. The book is sick. Oh, this one? Plus, I think this one also has a reversible, like, yeah, it has a reversible art, which I was like, I don't even like. I fucking look at the original art. This is like the theatrical art and everything, and like this fucking horse shit. No, the Mortal Kombat one. Oh, okay. Ooh, fuck me. My bad. I would have bought it. That'd been like one of the first ones. I would have been like, okay, I'll put the fucking money into that. But like if they would have announced like we found the lost ending to Annihilation, I would have shut up and take my money. Hey, who likes nostalgia? Everybody remember Parker Lewis Can't Lose? No. Like I said, I think there's been like one photo of its like evidence that it ever existed. It's kind of like the Clue ending I told you about. Before Your Time. Wow. Wow. It's a goofy little sitcom. Never heard. Okay, moving on. Yeah, fuck me, right? No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Okay. I forgot about this. I forgot I picked this one out. I know Jax probably hasn't seen this one. I don't know. Maybe she has. This might be a wild card here. You know? But I think I first saw this on like Comedy Central or something like that. You know? And this was one of those like good old days of, can you believe the digging in the $5 bin is gone? Can you believe that? That's something. I was there for the fucking first $5 bin. I was there for the last $5 bin. Excuse me a second. You know, anyway, but digging in the $5 bin, you used to find those. You've lived a life, my God. Oh God. Yeah, because if you don't know, fun fact, the $5 bin debuted at like a fucking a Black Friday in '02. Had to be 02. Either 02, no, because 03 we moved. Yeah, so it had to be 02. Sometime in 02. Right? And like the first ones they put in, they were mainly Warner Brother ones. So I got like, they were all the Snapper Case ones. So there was like 3 to Tango with Nev Campbell, Christmas Vacation, I mean. That was the one that was in there. They had The Exorcist Part 3. People were grabbing it like, ooh, The Exorcist. And I didn't know at the time that it was Part 3. So like me and my mom were digging through it, and I was like, hey, there's a copy of The Exorcist. My mom was like, oh, grab that one. Cool. Digging through. A guy next to me, hey, I found that, buddy. And I was like, hey, cool. And I grab it and I look at it and I was like, thank you. And my mom's like, what's wrong? I'm like, it's part 3. You know? And I just kind of gently lay it down, let it slide back into its fucking abyss and everything. Whoopi Goldberg's Burglar, I believe, was also in there. I don't know. There were a couple others. Those were the days, man. I'm telling you, man. I was there for all of it. I miss the old Black Fridays. Yeah, well, I do. Exactly. You know, I didn't mind waking up at fucking sometimes 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You know, going to like Walmart, the mall, Target. You know, to get good deals on physical media and everything. This should be like my new podcast. You know, to get good deals on physical media and everything. But then like once it just started drying up and everything, you know, it just like Black Friday already stopped being fun for me. I've already told you I've already told you guys that I maybe gotta write that down, so because like I need more ideas for stories no one asked for episodes, so I should read them. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I mean, just think now, no one after us will know that feeling, which is wild. Yeah, it's so true. But like even like after, I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna go like at the early morning or early time, like instead of, you know, when they're like, all right, we're gonna start at 6 p.m. on fucking Thanksgiving. I'm like, all right, cool. And then there'd be that big rush at 6 p.m. I'm like, fuck that, I'll just wait. You know, because like that, it was one of those that made me snap, and I lost my fucking mind. You know, called the woman a whore, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, so then I was just like, you know what? I'll just go look at whatever DVDs are fucking left over, whatever's there. That's what I got. You know, but then Target got rid of theirs. Best Buy, I'm really shocked got rid of theirs. You know, like of all the places that got rid of their physical media, Best Buy is the one I was just like, man, you like people were like lining up outside to get like Best Buy fucking steel books and shit, and they got rid of them and everything. The end of an era, man. Stand in line for a TV ready to punch someone or running through mayhem. The first Black Friday I ever went to, it wasn't like fucking get the fuck. It wasn't like that because we got there early enough. We were like fucking 7th in line or some shit, and I don't know if y'all do that. We're like, or used to do this because I don't do bullshit anymore. But like, if there was ever like a big stack of shit that all right, it's a DVD player for fucking $8, and like fuck, we gotta get one of them and everything. Or like it's a stereo for fucking $1.50, and we're like fuck, So even if it's shit we don't even need, It's penis shaped waffle maker for $250. It's I mean. It's a waffle maker. I don't care what shape it is, really. So anyway, when we grab a cart and we run in, we go by the method of grab now, buy later. We see something that's remotely interesting, fucking toss it in the cart. Like we're on fucking supermarket sweep almost. Just and then like once the fucking crowd dies down and shit, we just find like a corner and everything. And we're just like, all right, do we need a blender? Do we fucking need a turbo blender? How much is it? I don't know. It's coming to $27. Do we really need a fucking blender? No, fuck it, put it back. And we just go through like the cart full of shit, and figure out, what we really wanted and everything, Are we really going to use a fucking, a foot bath? Really? We'll use it fucking one time and fucking put it back. Yeah, but it's only $12. Yeah, fucking, you're buying a price tag at that point, Ma. Fine, put it back, and, we go through like the whole cart and shit. Not only that, I was one of the dicks that would hide some of the stickers, movies in the random sections. Come back later, check it. I always tell my mom that. I'm like, because my mom used to want to do the after Christmas shopping, and the first time I went after Christmas shopping with her here, it broke me. It was either the first or second time. I think it was the second time is when I was just like, I can't do it anymore. Like, fuck it. These people, I can't do it. I don't know if it's a disorder I have or something. I don't know. But like, it just fucking broke me. And I'm like, I never want to do it again. She likes waking up early to go to the fucking Walmart and get like the 50% off bullshit. And like, I see Walmart's trying to thwart that now, which I'm like, good for them. Instead of just making that shit 50% off right away, they throw a 25 on there first, which I'm like, fucking hey, good for Walmart. But I used to tell my mom that. I'm just like, you should just go like Christmas Eve, grab the shit that you want, and then like go to like the garbage can department. Let me lift one up. You throw all the shit in there. Fucking, I'll put it down. Tomorrow when all the savages are fucking over there, I'll just come over here, lift the jazz can, fucking we'll you get the shit and go. Because at Walmart they only had movies with stickers that were discounted, even if they had the movie in store. If they didn't have stickers, you weren't getting that price. I respect the passion, but can you? Oh my God, I need to tell you guys what I did. All right. I think that concludes media night for the night. We'll fucking, since we're just bullshit now, but I got to tell you guys what I did. So this morning, I should say, I'm about to go to bed. Coke. So I'm about to go to bed. It's about 2:30 this morning, whatever. Because, usually when I'm on gummies and shit like that, I tend to stay up late, watch, short films or fucking, whatever. I'm like last night I was watching game shows. I found this old William Shatner game show that he hosted called Show Me the Money. And I was just like, this is fucking great. There are a couple things I would change. Like, can everybody stop dancing? Anyway, point being, 2:38 a.m. my text message goes off. Okay? Text message goes off, and it's from my boss in a group chat. Group chat for everybody. Okay? And oh wait, let me that's the wrong one. Sorry. So at 2:38 a.m., this is what I get. Next week's schedule is done. Also, I already know there is talk of calling off on July 4th. I will not be letting everyone I will be letting everyone know right now I am not in the mood to be playing this bullshit and dealing with it. So if you try and call off and it's not because you're sick, parenthesis, I want a doctor's note on my desk that literal day, in parenthesis, or proof of what you're calling off for, it will be your job and I will fire you immediately. He's done this before, just FYI. I am done playing these games with all of you. This is the real world. Grow up, be an adult, and do your damn jobs. This was a group group chat thing, right? So 2:38 in the morning though. I was like, whew, man. He pretty much gives me the same schedule every week. So 4th of July, I could give a fuck less. Hey, Will, happy 4th. Hey, fucking happy fucking Saturday. Fucking, I'm going to work. Goodbye. I could give a fuck less if I have to work or not. You know? So, but I was like, I want to say something, but I was like, should I do it at 2:38 a.m.? And I was like, no. So around like 10:38 a.m., I send the Samuel L. Jackson fucking gif of him staring and Black Snake Moan and everything. And then I was like, okay, now that we're all awake, I respect the passion, but 2:38 a.m. question mark, one more again. You know, just being funny and shit. Like, well, what the fuck? Like, you know, I get it. You know, like fucking you're apparently because like I think his son's birthday is July 4th. If I'm not mistaken. Can't remember. And another employee's birthday is July 4th, so the schedule is pretty set. Plus, we just fired somebody, so we're like light, you know. So and people were trying to call off on July 4th, and so he's basically saying like, you know, no, we're already light and shit, you know. Anyway, so that's what I sent in the group chat. I sent Samuel L. Jackson. I'm like, now that we're all awake and everything, I respect the passion on that, but 2:38 a.m. one more again, you know. I get a message back from my manager Zach himself, just by himself, and where is it? He's like, "What? I'm so confused by the text, LMAO." And I'm like, "Your text about no one calling off and such came in at 2:38 a.m." And then he texts me back, and he's like, "I sent it at 10 a.m. on Friday." What? So I sent him a screenshot and showed him 2:38 a.m. this morning. He sends me a screenshot of Friday, 10 a.m. And he's like, your phone is tweaking. And then I sent him this picture. You know what? It's my fault for having a phone. And he was like, honestly, this time, yes, your phone was fucking with you. And I was like, should I go back to the group chat and say something? And I was like, no, there's no coming back from that one. I'm just gonna take the L on that one. You know. I think he's done playing games, but I would raise him by getting a talk-a-tone number, and I would be calling him every morning at both 4 and 5 a.m. No, now that he explained it, I was just like, yeah. Whoops, yeah, that's how I felt. I wanted to go to group chat and just be like, because like I knew the text wasn't directed at me, because like even though it was because I had to send a group chat text the other day, because like this motherfucker keeps taking 50s and 100s and he gets rid of all of our 5s and 1s, and he doesn't understand like fucking why we're upset then. Like we keep telling him like, yes, we can take 50s and 100s, but make sure you're not cleaning out the drawer. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. And we're like, all right, got it. And then the next thing we see is this, holding up a fucking 50 or 100, and we're just waiting for it to pop on the screen. We're like, man, we better see like fucking 20 sandwiches pop up. Fucking, we're just waiting, and bing, and it's just fucking one large turkey bacon ranch, and then like fucking the one kid that we work with, his head just goes down, and he's just like, fuck. And we're just like, fucking, we just told him, don't fucking do it. Oh wait! I didn't even finish that. Sorry. So anyway, I finally had to send the group and a text message in the group that said like, "Listen, guys, yes, we can take 50s and 100s now. All right, but do not deplete your drawer just for the sake of a 50 or 100. Please make sure we can cover it. If we can't break it yet, we can't break it yet. Because like for a long time, we couldn't even take them. They pull out a 50 or 100, we couldn't take them. If their total was $49.99 and they pulled out a 50, nope, sorry. Can't do it. Because our owner at the time had too many fucking fake 50s come into his store. So he was just like, I ain't taking them no more. So it was a pain in his ass and shit. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. One day that'll be a podcast episode, the fucking Firehouse Chronicles.
It's how the digestive system works. So let's move right along now. Does anybody know what a penis is? Well, I'll draw it for you.
What is it with you and watching?
And when you're in love, the penis becomes erect.
Cockutainment here.
And when you're not, the penis becomes flaccid. Now, when your feelings are on the fence and you're not really sure whether you're in love with a person or not, then you get something called a half boner or the chubs. Let me show you a video and that will help you understand, okay?
Chubs for you, big fat chubs for you, got a firm but soft for you, gonna go halfway for you. Oh, how happy you'll be when I get this chubby lump out of my jeans. But the shape should let you know you got a little ways to go. But I gotta get through town, I can do it with a tiny mound. Guess nobody in town will know when he got that lump. Chubby stump on the go. When your lady doesn't get you off.
What fucking notes could that guy possibly be writing down?
At least you can walk around with a package that's semi-soft. Soft. A tiny little man. It's like a mini bone.
A tiny little tent.
It's pulsing now.
Well, why don't you go to half-mast?
Come on, girl.
Show me what you got.
Make me harder now. Turn my chub into a hunter. I got chubs for you. Little bitty chubs for you. I got chubs for you. Tiny, tiny chubs for you. Eeny, meeny chub for you. I got chubs for you. I got chubs for you. I got chubs for you.
In exchange for having to sit and watch that, if you don't want me to fucking explode, from now on, if you ever feel the need to, like, if you're watching, if you're like, oh fuck, you know, all right, Will's on tonight, let me go check him out and everything, and then you're like watching and you're like, fuck, this is boring, this could have been a phone call because no one came, you know, and you're like, fuck, there's fucking 11 people here, but no one else is saying anything, you know. Explode like that. I forgot what else. Fucking. Oh yeah, okay. So in exchange of. Fuck, I had a train of thought with that. And I lost it. Hold on, give me a second. Sometimes that train comes back around. Give me a sec. That's what it was. Okay, so in exchange of not blowing up because of you making us watch that video, can you please, for the love of God, just explain to me what I don't even know how to phrase this question, man. Like fucking again, it just goes back to like what do you type in? Just fucked up shit. Enter. Scroll. You know, I knew it was gonna go south the second she said, "Let's look at the video." Like, it was already weird to begin with, and then fucking the second she said, "Fucking, let's go to the video," I was like, "Oh fuck, here we go. This is about to get even more fucking weirder." Like, what is it? I know there's like some fucking weird YouTube playlist you have to yourself, and this is the shit you listen to on these fucking hikes. One day, some fucking mountain lion is gonna claw you to death while you're listening to fucking like Richard Simmons, some remix of Richard Simmons singing about loving cock or something, while some fucking mountain lion claws you to death. You realize this, right? Like, fuck. Mountain lions love Richard Simmons. Yeah, but it is about to hit that 9 o'clock hour, and I was going to wrap it up for my weekend here. Guys, so Yeah, good night. Yeah, plus I put in a food order, and that's going to be here hopefully in about 20 minutes. I never did like a pre-order on DoorDash, so hopefully this all works out. Next week, we're going to go back to a little bit of normalcy. We're going to do some. Hopefully, I'll finally get to Autopsy Simulator. I like how y'all are just saying good night when I'm trying to tell you what we're doing next week and shit. You're like, we're fucking peace and shit. But hopefully we get the Autopsy Simulator story mode. Maybe if you guys are down, maybe we'll do some fifth grader or fucking millionaire or one of those like fucking type of games this weekend, and then we'll wrap it all up with fucking. Like I guess like a fucking media story night now. I guess essentially is what it would be. So, all right, guys. Even if you didn't say anything or type anything tonight, the numbers fucking were kooky tonight. Even if you didn't say anything, thank you guys for coming in. Fucking next time, fucking don't hesitate to say hi or something like that. We don't bite too hard. Depends on what you say. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming in tonight. And join me next week for some more fucking shenanigans, I guess. So. And that HD camera doesn't fucking. I can't really get that fucking that freeze frame down. He breathing. I need a new fucking sign off. I can't keep ripping off fucking Luke Goss. I need something new. We need to work on that. Anyway, all right, guys. I'm really signing off now. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming in. And again, if those are actual real people, next time, Thursday, Friday, gaming. Saturday might be still gaming. And then Sunday, we'll probably be doing media night or probably an interactive game night. Who knows? So, all right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to go wait for my food. All right. I don't know why I said food so weird. Food. Fuck. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Good night, guys. Be breezy.